So if someone is to give you $1 million, like, you know what, I'm giving you this, but I'm going to do everything for you, but sell these drugs to your country and do this to me. What would be your say about that?
Of course, I won't accept. Do you know why?
I did not.
Because I'm accepting those $1 million, but then I'm killing the whole nation.
So would you rather keep your children out of school and save the nation? We are talking to an upcoming leader, I guess, an upcoming politician, right?
MP.
Yes.
Yes. So will you really let your children stay home and lose the deal? I mean the dollar deal about drugs.
I can't let them stay home because, I'm a man. I will have to look for other ways.
Yeah.
But then I can't accept that deal because, yes, I'm saving my two children, but then I'm killing the whole nation.
But you're also providing employment to other jobless youths.
I can do that in my other perspective because as a young leader, I can be an entrepreneur and offer jobs to them.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ambrose.
And no amount of money can even buy someone's future.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, I asked this question because I believe that many youths go into some activities, go into some trade, but not knowing what they are paying something for or what they are buying. Usually we look at the short-term repercussions of something. We don't look at what will happen later. We don't look at how will it benefit, how will it be disadvantaged. So that makes me ask you that, Mr. Ambrose. So let me head back to Mr. Sharif. Mr. Sharif.
Yes, please.
What do you think educational institutions are doing about drugs at school?
Well,
Especially higher and higher education institutions.
Well, there's something that amuses me. You see, some organizations come from Europe to invest into agriculture, into industries, and what have you. We have very many of those. Expecting profits and in terms of financial projections and monetary, you know what I mean? Yeah. But we have some organizations that come and invest into humanity. That amuses me. I personally can talk about UNESCO. You see, UNESCO is an organization.
Yes.
It would have the money to come and invest into our coffee or invest into the industries we have. But what a kind and very elaborate gesture of humanity that it does. It has a program called Our Rights, Our Lives, Our Future. This program is targeting the lives of the youth. And it has very many issues. It actually, they go into institutions. They have we have very many peer educators. And being a peer educator is actually contagious. By the time I leave here, I will also be one.
I'm already one.
Yeah. So in higher institutions, we have organizations, and the organization I can give credit to is UNESCO. You see how smart I am? Yeah. This UNESCO has the O3 Plus program, which is targeting whatever we are doing here. We are not alone. There are some organizations there in those higher institutions.
Yeah, okay, I believe there are organizations, but I think I've also heard of the O3 Plus program.
You have?
Yes, I've heard of O3 Plus program, and I have been part of it. I've been part of the O3 Plus program, but my worry is how popular are other organizations when it comes to campaigning against drugs? Because we see that youths are dying, youths are having mental. I just look at someone shivering because they lack drugs. You're shivering because you want to sniff something. That is something that I really fail to understand, and yet I believe there are many organizations that can come in.
That is what we call drug abuse pro max.
Exactly. So when we have projects like the O3 Plus under UNESCO, I believe so much that other people can come up, youths can come up and campaign about this. Campaigning doesn't necessarily mean going to the streets and burning tires, no. But then I believe Yes, I believe that we all have something to do about this. And let me still ask you, Mr. Peer Educator. Do you think there has been any government interventions when it comes to eradicating drug abuse? Or do you think they are instead legalizing it? Or like, what do you think is the government's stand, in your opinion?
Okay, in my opinion,
Yes.
well, the government, luckily enough, the government is embracing on whoever is willing to join this campaign. Like, we have the Minister of Education, the Minister of Health. They are very eager to hear if anyone is actually on this campaign. So actually, the government could also do more when it comes to how do institutions handle the young youths who are found like they are addicted. They need help. They don't need to being tormented. Omuntu teyetaaga kuba solido nti ave ku njaga. No. We can have rehabilitation centers in each school, such that if they find this student.
Wait, don't you think that rehabilitation centers will mean that there has to be drug addicts so that we make use of the rehabilitation centers? Because if you show me that there is a hospital, I will definitely live a careless life, or probably not sleep under a mosquito net, because I know that there is a hospital to take care of me in case something goes wrong. So don't you think a rehabilitation center will instead increase on the drug abuse rate?
I don't think so. Why? Do you remember when you were still young, they taught you how to cross the road? Okay? When they taught you how to cross the road, so do you just move the way you want when you're crossing the road because they taught you how to cross it? If you're there, you might find yourself we might wake up when you're dead, actually.
Yeah.
So I think that doesn't really count. Yeah, if we have rehabilitation centers that are actually, it is even increasing awareness. Someone will be like, I don't want to go there because they know. But whenever we keep it like something that is alien, yet it is. Did I say alien?
Yes, I think, Sharif, you are taking me back to some conversation I had some time ago. Someone was talking about, it's off the drug issue, but someone was talking about having condoms distributed in school health facilities.
Okay.
Yes. So when they said that, some institutions agreed and said yes to eradicate unwanted pregnancies and all that. Let's have this. But again, the same thing happened in some faith-based institutions. And they said that we cannot allow condoms at school because it will promote sex.
Okay.
So, and some of us still have our views about culture. Some of us have views
now,
about...
at that very point, before I miss out on this, there's a famous writer who said that you can avoid the reality. You can try to avoid the reality, pretend that you're not seeing it, but you can never avoid the repercussions of avoiding that reality. First of all, you said faith institutions.
Yes.
How many people are there? How did they come? It means they are a result of unprotected sex. So if we had the condoms. So, okay, what I'm trying to drive at is that for us, we have to consider, it's called, like, we have to consider the reality that is at hand. If they don't have the condoms there, will that, at the end of the semester, they will be advertising, wanting what? More students there. But how are these students being protected? There is a reason as to why we have poison on the market and an antidote, you get. So, yeah, I think that is an issue of trying to avoid the reality, but you can never avoid the repercussions. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Sharif. I think we've had a lot about drug abuse, and we've had the realities, and we have English. Okay, let me run back to Mr. Ambrose. Mr. Ambrose, based on a lot that we have discussed already, I just want to know if you have any success stories that you know of, like people have become, people were once addicts and then finally they came out of that. So I want to know how, what stories did they give you about how they left the drug addiction?
Thank you so much, Kamigule. To begin with, Mr. Sharif, I want you to rewind back and tell me that those wise words.
Wow, you can avoid the reality. You can pretend that you are not seeing the reality, but you shall never avoid the repercussions of avoiding the reality.
You will never avoid repercussions of avoiding reality.
Yeah.
Because in church I would say amen.
Yeah,
Wow.
amen. Actually, that is very true. I want to base on that. The message to the people who are to the drug abusers out there.
Abakubwa.
You may want to be high because those are one of the reasons why people take drugs. They want to be high, or they take alcohol. They want to be not lose consciousness. But you're not going to avoid the repercussions, which is lung cancer.
Yeah.
You know, at some point, there is also cancer. You know, there is also liver failure. You want to avoid those repercussions.
Yeah.
But